Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Y'all, I want to go ahead and give you guys an update on Mr. Charlie Kirk, the right-wing political activist who was shot dead at a Utah university yesterday. So the FBI did release this photograph. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, they did release this photograph of this man. He is a person of interest. They want your help finding him. It's like a $100,000 reward. He has on like this American flag long sleeve t-shirt with the eagle in the middle, and he is still at large. Okay, they say the suspect is still at large. It is still a manhunt going on, so let me know how y'all feel about that situation in the comments down below. Now a lot of y'all have been like, oh my god, he's a human being, he's a human being, he is a human being. Where is the empathy? He is a human being. He is a father. He is a father of two and a husband, or was a husband. Okay, where is the empathy? Because everybody has been talking about like his views and, you know, what he said about the gun control and stuff like that, and, you know, gun deaths, you know, needed to happen in order to protect our Second Amendment rights and all of those things. And I kind of went down, you know, the rabbit hole a little bit onto social media and started looking at all of these videos, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and do a Charlie Kirk most problematic moments. Now, I'm sure these are not his most problematic moments, but these were pretty shocking to me. Not shocking, but just kind of like, whoa. Okay, so this first one, he had, what did he say? Oh, he was, I guess, using a scripture in the Bible to justify, you know, being anti-gay, saying that gays should be stoned to death. Okay, so let's watch that.
Is in Leviticus 18, is that thou shalt lay with another man shall be stoned to death. Just saying. So, Miss Rachel, you quote Leviticus 19, love your neighbor as yourself. The chapter before affirms God's perfect law when it comes to sexual matters.
There's another clip that I saw recently where he said that blacks were better off in the 1940s. Do y'all know what era the 1940s is? Okay, I'm gonna let you think on that real quick. Let's watch.
This shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid. I mean, 4,000 black men, women, and children were killed in violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation, but I guess
racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is worse than it has been
that affected
in the last 80 years.
The generational psyche of an entire group of people?
No, I'm sure it did. I'm not discounting that. I'm just
the 1940s. Wasn't that the era of Jim Crow? I'm just a bit confused at the situation. How were black people better off back in 1940s? Is that what they mean by make America great again? Make America great again? Back when we had these Jim Crow laws that made our life so difficult? I'm just a bit confused. Okay, that's weird. He said that certain black women don't have the brain processing power. I think he mentioned Michelle Obama and some other folks, basically saying that they are, you know, DEI hires and they stole positions from white men. What?
Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
They don't have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken seriously. What? Huh? Okay, this is the man that we're supposed to have empathy for. Listen, again, no one is celebrating his death, but we're not mourning either. No one is celebrating, no one is rejoicing, no one is happy, but we don't mourn the wicked, okay? We don't do that. What else did he say? Let's see. Oh, speaking of empathy, this is what he said about empathy. I think we talked about this yesterday.
I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage, but
made up New Age term that does a lot of damage, and yet we're supposed to have some empathy and some sympathy and some compassion and have some sorrow and mourn the man. Okay, I hate that he was shot like that. you know, I did see the video. It was very traumatizing. It was, you know, it did hurt my heart. It stung. You know what I mean? I didn't want to see it. My friend just put the phone in my face and I was like, no. Okay. That hurt my heart to see like the blood gushing from his neck and stuff like that. I hate that that had happened, but at the end of the day, I'm not mourning his. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then y'all, when I found this clip, I was like, oh, now I see why he's so hated. Now I see why he's so polarizing.
Beyonce, even though she's, I guess, one of the biggest music stars ever, I find her music to be awful, unlistenable.
Same.
And just, quite honestly, just noise. It's not music. It's disgusting.
That's where I draw the line. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.